Tiger IPI has described as a travesty of justice a ruling by the Accra High Court which dismissed a 25 million Ghana cedi defamation case brought before it by investigative journalist Aremeyaw. Investigative journalist Anas earlier today lost a 25 million defamation suit against Agyapong at Accra High Court. We will see the full statement as released by lawyers of Anas shortly, but first let's hear some report. Now, let's take through the statement that was released, statement on the judgment of Justice Eric Barr in the case of Anas versus Kennedy Agyapong. Today, Wednesday, 15th of March 2023, a High Court presided over by Eric Barr J. dismissed a defamation action filed by Aremeyaw of Tiger IPI in 2018 against Kennedy Agyapong MP. The entire judgment was read in open court. The court established that Mr. Agyapong indeed defamed Anas, but in a bizarre twist concluded that the so-called documentary Who Watches the Watchman was an absolute justification, thereby absolving Mr. Agyapong of any liability. Further goes on to say, we find the decision of the court an unfortunate travesty of justice and very inimical to the administration of justice and fairness. If for nothing at all, Mr. Agyapong made an allegation of murder against Mr. Anas. There is absolutely nothing contained in the said documentary which alludes to the commission of murder or an allegation of the commission of murder by Mr. Anas. Thus, that documentary cannot provide any justification for an allegation of murder in the wildest imagination. Yet the judge conveniently ignored this obvious fact and the fact that Mr. Anas is not a suspect for murder and is not under investigation for murder. So this is the statement on the judgment of justice by Eric on this case. But so let me take the final aspect of the judgment. This case traveled through the hands of 3 judges, with Justice Barr being the latest assigned to the case at the express instance of Kennedy Agyapong. Throughout the trial, Mr. Agyapong displayed absolute disdain and disrespect of the court and the lawyers of Anas, but all attempt to cite him for contempt hit a dead end.